What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Amzo. Welcome back to another episode of Unorthodox Mind TV. We like to think outside the box. A lot of stuff coming, man. A lot of stuff coming. Today, I just wanted to do a quick little video. Today is the 1 month, since I had these locks on, so I just wanted to give you a quick little update. Let you know how it's been going, the challenges and concerns I had going in, how it was during the, installation and after. And just for those who never seen this video, or those who never heard of Instalocs, just a brief summary of what Instalocs are. So let me just go ahead and start with that. I didn't want to really make a list of top 5 things I like or don't like. I'm just going to give you a list of things that I like about it and talk about the process in general. So Instalocs, and forgive me if I'm explaining this wrong, but it's a faster way to get your locks to that locking phase where instead of having to wait the 5 months, 6 months, pretty much it's done using a crochet needle. So it skips that 5 months, 6 months of waiting for it to lock if you're doing it the traditional way. Some people don't like it. Some people love it. I'm part of the people who love it because, I'm not very, very patient and I just wanted to have locks. And this is the new movement. This is like the new, just like Chris McDread said it, and I'm going to try to find his video and tag him somewhere here. Just like he said it, he's the one who started, at least from what we can see on proof, he's the one who started this whole instant lock movement. There's nobody who has a video on YouTube, at least, before him. And it's probably 9 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. But if his grandpa woke up today and then he told him, oh, there's a faster way to get to town instead of walking, something called cars, his grandpa would not choose to go back to walking, even though that's what they did before, that's what they knew, right? The same thing with Instalocs, it's just like a new discovery, I guess, or like a new way, a faster way of doing things and getting locks. Now, everybody gets locks for different reasons. Some people it's just for the looks. Some people it's because they have a spiritual journey that they're on, so they want to go through the every single stage of it. Some people do it because it's part of their roots. Some people just do it because they like it. For me, it's a combination of identifying locks as part of my roots and really trying to make a change as far as people having this negative connotation, negative perception about people who have locks and locks in general. So that was my purpose in doing the locks, and I just love them, Anyway, there's a whole video that I posted about that. I'll try to link it somewhere here or here. Anyway, it's going to be down in the description box. But yeah, so getting the locks was pretty. It was definitely an experience, But I'm glad I had a great loctician. I'm gonna link her page here, and I'm gonna link it in the description as well. She was very patient, very explaining. Very outspoken in explaining everything that she was doing. Every question that I had, she would explain it. She would not be like, just let me do this locks and we'll talk about it later. No, she explained everything, the difference between the different parting systems. Because I wanted to go with diamond at first, right? But when I got there, I asked her, and then she explained to me the differences and the long-term benefits of just the bricklayer style parting system. And I was like, I think I'll just go with the bricklayer. So that's what I did. So it's been a month today. And I plan on having these locks for a very long time. I don't plan on ever cutting it. As far as what I could see, as far as things that I can control, I don't plan on cutting it. I plan on growing it and really embracing my roots for real. And somebody once told me that if you have locks, like, you just look messy in general. Like, nobody's gonna respect you. And I laughed. And this is years ago. I laughed. I'm like, and this is even before I even thought about getting locks. I didn't know nothing about it. I was like, but it's just locks though. Like, how is it gonna make you look messy? Like, you have to look a certain way to be messy. But your hair, you can keep it neat and everything. Just because you have locks, it doesn't mean that you're you're dirty or something like that. And it's funny because that same person, I went to a wedding last week, to like one of my best friend's wedding in Florida. I had a suit and I had my locks, open like this, and I didn't have it covered or anything. And he commented, "Hey, yo, nice picture. The hair looks great." Anyway, I just let it slide. That's why I'm telling you, people don't really mean what they say sometimes, or they just say things just because that's what everybody else is saying. So that's all. It's not even like no comment. Anyway, moving on. So the experience was pretty good. It took a whole 8 hour shift, I think, for her to get it done. At the end I was tired, she was tired, but that's just normal, but was it worth it? Hell yeah. I enjoyed every step of it. It's like, it's crazy. It's just crazy to think of walking into a salon with an afro, right? And you walk out a couple of hours later with locks, like instant locks, like locks are done. That's the whole point of them being instant locks, and you could wash them right away. I didn't wash them the same day. I washed it like a week later or 2 weeks later, I can't remember. But so far, I've washed it like 3 times in this month. I try to do it every week. And as you can see, they're still here, still haven't come out. And I'm gonna do a 360 at some point. I'll probably insert it here. But I've enjoyed the experience, honestly. Like, it's just freedom. Like, I can get to work and get out of work quickly. Before, with the afro, I had to sit there and tuck my hair in when I'm done work. If you wore a hat under afro, on top of afro, what is a hat hair, they call it. I had to sit there and like pick it apart, put it back in the shape that it was. And when I go to bed and I wake up, I had to wet it. It was just a process, hassle. So this is one of the benefits of having locks. It gives you freedom, pretty much. Like, you can get up and do whatever you want, in no time. Only thing I got to do in the morning is spray it with water. I use rosemary water, and then I spray it, and then I oil it like 3 times a week. I'm sorry. I oil it every 3 days, pretty much, or twice a week. As far as oiling the hair, I choose not to do it every single day because I feel like that's not really because the rosemary water that I have has something called glycerin, and it makes your hair look a little bit softer anyway. But I just don't want to use too much oil because, again, based on what I understood from the explanation of my loctician, too much oil can clog up your pores, and that makes sense, honestly. So I don't do it every day. And honestly, I try to oil my scalp I want to say twice a week, because my scalp in particular gets dry pretty quickly. So I try to, and then that's when the whole itching starts, and that's how I know. But yeah, having the locks so far I've learned a lot about hair in general. I thought I knew something, I didn't know a thing. It really humbles you down, and it really takes a lot of patience, and that's why I'm just not that patient. So these are really taming me down and making me think, not overthink, but making me think, I don't know, it's a weird way to explain it. I hope you guys understand. Anyway, but I love them, honestly. It's still in that short phase. It's not that long yet, but it's already starting to thicken up and take shape. I might be able to find a picture, if I can find it, or a video of when I first got them. They were all like uniform and, excuse me, they were all uniform and, not skinny, but smaller than they are right now. But right now, you see they're getting kind of thick. But yeah, maintenance is very easy. Like, there's not much to do. It's just like keeping it clean. At nighttime when I sleep, I cover it every night. I haven't missed a night. Even though I have a silk pillow, I have a do-rag and a silk bonnet that, I kind of alternate, but the bonnet kind of comes out at night, so I prefer the do-rag, but I cover my hair every night, and that's something that I think everybody who has locks should do too. But anyway, like, there's so many videos you can find online if you're trying to look up the benefits of locks and, the maintenance and the routine. You know, everybody's different. Everybody got different hair type, you know, and every lock is not going to be the same. Honestly, you know, it's great to look at somebody's locks and be like, oh, I want to have locks just like Chris McDread's. But Chris McDread is Chris McDread. You know, there's not two of them. You know, so just enjoy the process. You know, just enjoy the journey. But my biggest advice is coming from somebody who waited years and years and did a lot of research for I don't know how long. Is just do it. You know, nobody's gonna kill you for it. Nobody's gonna put you in jail for it, and nobody's definitely not gonna send you to hell for it. So, you know, you want to get your locks, do it. Try it. This is just hair. You know, you can cut it off if you want, if you don't like it. You know, and the great thing about instant locks is you can always comb it out. You probably don't know how to do it yourself, but if you go to your loctician or a professional, they can comb it out. You know, because it's permanent, but it's not like a death sentence that, you know, you signed it, that's it, you're done. There's no coming back. I mean, it might take a lot of time to comb it out, but it's definitely possible. So, you know, just like do yourself a favor if you're thinking about it, if it's been on your mind, just go ahead and do it. You only live once. You only get one shot at life. You know, you got to enjoy it. Today is today only. Today is not going to be the same tomorrow. When, you know, you're always going to look back at things and think, oh man, I could have, should have. It's too late at that point. But yeah. So it's your boy Hames though. That's all I wanted to say. All I wanted to share about these locks. Stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.